there, more expanded form. I'm actually giving you the expanded form first, and we're going to take a look at it, analyze it, and work our way back to figure out what the number is. So what do we have here? So we have, this is part of lesson 1.4, decimals and place value again. So first take a look and tell me, do you think this decimal, this number will be a decimal? I kind of gave it away, didn't I? So what makes you think this is a decimal? Well, if you look right here, fractions and decimals are the same thing. You can write them either way, okay? So I see the 1/10. I know that's after the decimal point. Same with the 100th. So let's start by putting it together. So instead of decomposing the number, we are putting the number back together. And then we're going to look at different forms that are equivalent. So 4 times 100 is what? 400 plus, what's this? 3 times 1/10. 3 in the tenths place. So I need a decimal point, and I need a 3 in the tenths place. And then I have another 3. And what place is that in? Hundredths. So where does that go? That's the second one over from the decimal. Okay, so there's my decimal. 0.03 tenths hundredths. So now I put this together. Well, how do I do that? So 400.0, 0.3. Let's put a 0 here too. And 0.03. Okay, so we need to recognize a couple things here. Any whole number has a decimal point after it. Think of money. There's always a decimal point, but we don't always see it. And there's always zeros. We don't always write them. If there's nothing there, there's nothing to write. So like if it was money, we'd say $400. $400, 0 cents. 0.3 is the same as 0.30. So this 0 is a placeholder. There's nothing in the hundredths. All right? So this 0.3 is this right here. This is 3 tenths or 30 hundredths. And this second one is 0.03. Remember we read the digit first, then the place value? So that's 3, and then we say the place value, hundredths. So what does that equal all together? So I have 4. I added going straight up and down here now. So I go 4, 0, 0. I have 3 and 3. All right. So that's our standard form number. So then, of course, you get that question, which you might get, most likely, and they're going to say, compare the first 3 that won in the tenths place to the other 3. So where's the other 3? We said hundredths, right? So the 3 in the tenths place, is it greater or is it less than the 3 in the hundredths? Do you remember that if you go this way, anytime you move to the left, your numbers are greater by a factor of 10, right? Our beautiful base 10 system. And as you go to the right, remember, our numbers get smaller by a factor of 10. So, is this 3 larger or smaller? Remember that the tenths, with our models here, this is my tenth, and this is my hundredth. What's bigger? My tenth. So we would say the 3 in the tenths place is, now how many times greater? Remember it goes by a factor of 10. 10 to the first power, right? Because we only had to go over one place value. So the answer is 10 times greater than the 3 in the hundredths place. See you later.